the brand new COBRA SPEEDZONE driver versus the brand new COBRA SPEEDZONE XTREME driver. Let's do it, and let's do it now. Hi everyone, James Robinson here. If you're new to the channel and this is your very first time watching my content, first of all, welcome to the channel. Second of all, a little bit of a change on today's video. We are giving away, thanks to the guys at COBRA UK, a brand new COBRA SPEEDZONE driver or a brand new COBRA SPEEDZONE XTREME driver. So if you do want to be in with a chance of winning one of those, guys, you have to subscribe to the channel. So if you're already a subscriber, thank you very much. If you're not already a subscriber, there's never been a better time just to click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the great golf related content that we bring to you guys every single day. You also have to like this video, so while you're down there, just click that like button. And you also have to comment below on this video, SPEED, S-P-E-E-D, SPEED, and that is thanks to the guys at COBRA UK, so thank you so much for that, guys. Also, you may notice a change in settings as to where we are as opposed to where we usually are. So usually we would be at Huddersfield Golf Club in the UK. Today we are at Golf Box HQ, the home of Alex Etchers Golf. And if you want to be twice as likely to win a COBRA SPEEDZONE driver, make sure you head over to Alex's channel, Alex Etchers at Golf Box TV, because he is running a similar giveaway thanks to the guys at COBRA Australia. Woo! Imagine if you won both. Okay, so now the niceties of the giveaway are all finished, and good luck to everyone who enters that, and thank you very much for entering. Let's get on with the comparison. So today we are comparing standard COBRA King SPEEDZONE against the Extreme COBRA King SPEEDZONE, and it's really easy to tell these apart because we do have the Extreme in the white and we do have the standard SPEEDZONE in the yellow. So both these drivers are available in the different colours, and I've got to say initially that when I first reviewed the SPEEDZONE driver, I hadn't seen the white. I mean, I'd seen pictures, but I hadn't seen the actual driver. I do like the yellow, and red, but the white, this matte crown on the white is absolutely beautiful. Yeah. So we're going to compare numbers, we're going to compare looks of both these drivers, and we're going to compare little bits of technology. So the standard SPEEDZONE driver, as we know, comes with 6 zones. I'm not going to talk you through all of them because I have done quite an in-depth review on this, and if you do want to see that, I will link it somewhere in this video. But obviously the SPEEDZONE driver does come with the movable weights just like they did in the F9, so you can move the 12 gram weight to the back or to the front. That should affect CG, should affect spin rates, and also will have an effect on forgiveness as well. Now it's got to be said for me, the big difference in both these clubs straight away is the head shape. The standard SPEEDZONE driver is a lot shorter in the head, the Extreme looks a little bit more elongated. The idea behind that is to get CG back, is to give you a higher MOI in the Extreme driver. And it's pretty hard to say for me which one I like the look of. I mean, I do quite like the look of the standard SPEEDZONE. I love how it's a little bit smaller, but then sometimes it is nice to look down at a golf club and think, ooh, I might be able to get away with that. I might be able to, I don't have to absolutely middle it every time to get the best out of it. So I would expect the standard SPEEDZONE to spin a lot less. We have got the weight setting forward because I think for a comparison that's exactly what you should be doing. The one thing I would say is that bringing the Extreme to the market sort of takes away the idea of having the movable weight in the standard SPEEDZONE like we did in the F9, because anyone who's going to be moving the weight back in the standard SPEEDZONE should probably really just be looking at the Extreme, potentially. Or does it just give you a lot more fine tuning, which maybe it does. Maybe you want that smaller head shape, but you want that little bit of forgiveness. Felt really good again. Must say, guys, when I did review this to standard SPEEDZONE, I did really enjoy it, and we can sort of tell that with these ball flights now too. So guys, hit those comments below. What would you expect the difference to be in these two clubs? And also, which is your favourite colour? I did really like the yellow and red, but now I've seen the white and red, and I've got to be honest, the white and red on top of that matte crown just looks, So we're going to hit a couple more with the standard SPEEDZONE, then we're going to put this exact shaft in the SPEEDZONE XTREME, because the SPEEDZONE XTREME at the moment is set for Alex Etchers Golf, and that's very similar to Bubba Golf, just faster. And I also tried hitting that shaft, so there's a video coming with that as well. Double extra stiff, tipped by an inch, 80 gram. Fair to say it wasn't for me. Leaking to the right a little bit, but I don't think that's robbed me too much of distance. What's the finish at? 270-ish? Right, last shot with the standard Cobra Speed Zone. Then we're going to hit some extremes. We're going to compare distance, we're going to compare spin, we're going to compare ball speed, club head speed. We're going to compare the lot. That felt really good. Like, really good. That's going to be a long shot. Okay, so that's half a dozen shots hit with the standard Cobra Speed Zone driver. And as you can see on this face here, I have sprayed it around the face a little bit, so it's going to be interesting to see that if I spray it around the face with the Extreme, which is supposed to be higher MOI and a lot more forgiving, is it going to perform better? Let's find out. So as you would expect, both drivers do have the adjustable loft sleeve, so you can take the heads off, you can change the shafts around, you can change the lofts as well, so you can go anything from 1.5 degrees down to 1.5 degrees up, and you can also change for a draw setting on there too. Let's take this out of Alex Etcher's settings. 1.5 degree down, 80 gram, extra stiff tipped shaft. No thanks. Now, I'm actually very excited about this because I did a test not long ago with the Titleist TS2 against, what was that against? Against the Ping G410, and they're both quite forgiving drivers. They're more on the forgiving side than the unforgiving side, and I hit them both very well. The spin rates were fine, distance was good, and I was hitting more fairways. So in 2020, I could possibly move into something a little bit more forgiving because, well, I'm sick of missing fairways. But for me, it would be a huge deal breaker if the head looked too big, if it looked too forgiving, if it just looked too ugly. That doesn't look ugly. Definitely fair to say the matte finish on this looks incredible. So well done guys at Cobra for that, that looks amazing. First shot with the Extreme, and it's fair to say it could even be a line ball, but what have we got distance wise? That felt good, felt out the middle to be fair, so I would expect it to perform pretty well. Okay, not bad, and spin rate's not bad either. We are going to compare all these at the end, so don't worry about numbers just yet. Looking down at the ball compared to the standard Speed Zone, there's definitely more real estate back there, which is exactly what you would expect, exactly what you would want, and exactly what we know is there. We do have the 6 gram weight in the back there, so that again is going to help MOI, is going to make it a little bit more forgiving. Just going to push CG back a little bit more than the standard Speed Zone, and effectively it should give us a little bit more spin as well, but I've tested enough clubs now to know that that isn't always the case. Remember, using the same shaft, so it's as fair a test as we could get. That felt very good. Now I'm quite surprised with those two shots because I felt like I absolutely middled them. Distance wise, it's left a little bit to be thought of, but they are both right next to each other, so at least we're hitting fairways with this. Gone after that one now, and again I'm going to say it's got to be big, but is it? So guys, when you are watching club reviews, strike location is imperative, especially if you are comparing clubs. So you can see hopefully on this club face here that strike locations are all fairly middle to a little bit toe, and that is what I was finding with the standard Speed Zone, so hopefully this is going to be as fair a test as possible. It does definitely give me more confidence stood over this, definitely. And that one felt very, very, very toey, and I think it was. And it's up there with the other ones which felt very, very good. So we are getting that little bit of feedback, we are getting that little bit of forgiveness. This is going to be interesting because I think a lot of people will consider this to be the mid-handicap version, the high handicap version, the hackers version, and for me this isn't the case at all. I could quite easily see myself gaming this. Obviously if I was going to go and get a new driver and I had myself set on getting a Cobra driver, I would definitely be going to try both of these heads. I would definitely go and try them in different shaft options. I'd definitely move the weights around in the standard Speed Zone. Oh yeah, and I would definitely go and get fitted as well. Okay, so 2 shots left with the Speed Zone Extreme. I've got to say, as an experience, I enjoyed this. I don't know if it's the colours that make a bit of a difference on top. It's definitely nicer to look down at with that matte finish. I've enjoyed this experience more than the standard one. I can't quite put my finger on why, but maybe that's put the finger on why. A little bit again though. Okay, last shot. One thing I've definitely found with this driver is I haven't got that real long one in me. When I've hit one and thought, yes, that's out there, this hasn't done it. So the standard Speed Zone, I have had one which is kind of over my average, which I've enjoyed. Let's really try and step on this last one and see if we can get it out there. Exactly the same, just a little bit further right, unfortunately. So that's a bunch of shots hit with the COBRA SPEEDZONE Extreme driver and the standard COBRA SPEEDZONE driver. How do they perform? How differently do they perform? Are they the same or are they totally different? Let's find out. So dispersion, we will start with the Extreme because that's where we've just finished. And looking at that, I'm not too unhappy with that. There's a couple that's peeled off right, there was one that went left, but if that's a fairway, I'm not really too worried about that with a driver at all. What about with the standard SPEEDZONE? So standard SPEEDZONE, quite similar actually, most of them favouring the right hand side, and not one that went left, so very, very similar. I don't know how we'd kind of cut that really, guys. Let's have another look at the Extreme. The Extreme's probably a little bit more scattered than the standard SPEEDZONE. What about the numbers? So we'll start with the numbers on the standard SPEEDZONE. Distance 275, exactly where I would expect it. Club speed 103, ball speed 153. All numbers have been seen this week with the club. And backspin pretty low at just over 2,000. Again, we had the weight setting forward, so you would expect to see that. Apart from the average, let's take a look at all the shots. So the first one, 269. Okay, not a great swing. 281, that was a big one. I felt that was a really nice shot. You can see the dispersion on the right hand side there again was pretty good with it. 272, 277, again a nice one, spinning at less than 2,000, which is fairly impressive really for that driver. 272, which I'm going to be again fairly happy with, spinning at 2.3, and the last one 278, spinning at just over 2,000. Again, that's gone a little bit right, but I'm not going to lose any sleep on it really. So what about the SPEEDZONE Extreme? Let's look at the averages first. So 270 on average as opposed to the 275 average, so we've lost 5 yards with the Extreme there. But why is that? So looking at the Extreme, we've got still 103 mile an hour club head speed, still got 153 mile an hour ball speed, so they're exactly the same. We've got more backspin at 2,500, which still isn't a bad number, but obviously it's a lot more than the standard SPEEDZONE was giving us. And what about the shots singly? So first one, 274, no complaints with that, spinning at 2.4. Okay, a little bit high spin compared to the standard, but not bad. 271, again, 2.3 spin, not bad. 273, 2.2 spin, probably one of the better shots. Interestingly, that's a shot that went ever so slightly left. Shot 4, 270, 2.5 spin. Shot 5, 268, 2.6 spin. And this is where I started to see the spin sort of rise up a little bit as well. So the last one, 263, 3.2 spin. It didn't feel like a terrible strike. That was the one we did go after. And that's the one which has made my mind up. For me, the COBRA SPEEDZONE Extreme is not the driver for me, because if I go after it, if I really try and hit it, that spin rate increases, we lose distance. It's just not why you're going to choose a driver, is it? So if I was going to go COBRA, I would definitely go COBRA SPEEDZONE Standard. I will definitely have a play around with the weight settings. So I will do a video where I test the weight settings front and back and see how much difference that makes. For me, I love that COBRA have tried this. I love that they brought it out. I definitely think it's going to suit some golfers. However, it doesn't suit myself. Guys, if you want to be in with a chance of winning one of these, remember you have to like this video, you have to be a subscriber, and you have to comment below SPEED, S-P-E-E-D. You may wonder why I give you the spellings for all these giveaways, but you would be amazed how many times people comment below and don't get it right. So that's all thanks to the guys at COBRA UK. And remember, if you want to be in with double chance of winning, make sure you go check out Alex Etchers at Golfbox TV. Thanks to COBRA Australia, they're doing the same giveaway. So if you go and check out his video, which I have linked below, and make sure you do the same on there, and make sure you also subscribe to Al, not only because of the giveaway, but because the content is pretty good too, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, make sure you do hit that subscribe button below, even if you don't want to win the driver, because some people don't want free stuff, which is interesting. But guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch, and as always, I very much look forward to seeing you tomorrow.